2015. We'll call the meeting to order for the purpose of considering such matters that come before it. I'm going to ask everyone to please rise for a moment of silence in remembrance of the tragedy in France, and then remain standing for the pledge.
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right, Ms. Strickland, please call the roll.
Rodriguez. Gregg.
Here.
Collison.
Here.
Taylor.
Present.
LaPorte.
Present.
Morrison.
Here.
Bailey. And President Graham.
Present.
Mr. President, I'd like to move to excuse the absent member.
Second. Motion by Mr. Bailey, second by Mr. Tanner to excuse the absent member. Ms. Strickland, please call the roll.
Gregg.
Yes.
Collison.
Yes.
Taylor.
Yes.
LaPorte.
No.
Morrison.
Yes.
Bailey.
Yes.
The absent member has been excused. Next on our agenda, we have the approval of minutes for November 3rd, 2015, the agenda and regular meetings.
President Graham, I'd like to make a motion to approve the minutes of November 3rd. Second.
I have a motion by Ms. Coniston, a second by Ms. LaPorte for the approval of the November 3rd, 2015 minutes. Ms. Strickland, please call the roll.
Gregg.
Yes.
Collison.
Yes.
Taylor.
Yes.
LaPorte.
Yes.
Morrison.
Yes.
Bailey.
Yes.
The minutes stand approved. Before we move on with our agenda this evening, I would like to ask Tim Kraft, the Ottawa State Liaison, to come up and present the award of distinction to our auditor on behalf of the city.
Yes, my pleasure to be here tonight, Council. Thank you. A lot of times when the auditor state shows up, it's sometimes we're not always bringing good news, but tonight's one of those. It's better me than a special investigator, right?
Right.
Tonight, so one of those good nights that we're here to present the Auditor State Award with Distinction, which is the highest award the Auditor State gives out. To receive the Auditor State Award with Distinction is given to those entities that file an annual CAFR and a timely financial report in accordance with GAAP. As well as receive a clean audit report. Clean audit report means that your financial audit does not contain any findings for recovery, material citations, material weakness, significant deficiencies, or any single audit findings or any questionable cost. What I like to talk about is not what it all takes, but how hard it is to receive this award. The Auditor State's audits over 5,800 public entities throughout the entire state of Ohio. From the city of Columbus to the city of Cleveland to the smallest township in Benton County to the smallest village of several hundred people, we audit them. Out of those 5,800 public entities throughout the state of Ohio, roughly 5% of them receive this award. So that's in our books, you guys are operating at the 95th percentile, which is something to be proud of. And it's my understanding this is not your first award of many, which just speaks of to Dan and his staff, which is a commitment to council to have that. So with that, I would rather present the city of Whitehall, the Auditor State Award to Dan.
Congratulations to the auditor, his department, and to the city. Job well done. We have our first opportunity now, moving on with our regular agenda for the whole public. We have quite a few people out here tonight. A show of hands, how many people intend on participating in the whole public? know there'll be at least, okay, one, I'm sure there'll be two, three. Okay. Well, it's your opportunity. Please come forward, state your name and address for the record. You will have up to 3 minutes. Please remember that personal statements of a derogatory nature or demeaning in manner are not permitted in full public, so if anyone would like to come forward, please do so. I said that 4 years ago. I just don't say it all the time.
I'd just like to thank
Name and address for the record.
Paul Sparks, 4019 Euro Avenue. Just want to thank the police and fire for what they do to protect us. And I also want to congratulate my old friend Dan Moore on his award. Thank you, Dan.
All right. Who else would like to come forward? None? Jarvis?
Well, yes. As a Stephen Caneto, 5048 Court. And as a relatively new citizen here and resident of Whitehall, I am absolutely delighted. I've been here since 2010. Delighted with the way the city has evolved. Came here with people asking me why Whitehall. Well, why Whitehall? Because it has enormous opportunity to continue to expand the vision that the leadership has begun, and looking forward to being part of that.
We still have, full public is still open. Oh, okay, okay. We do probably have some people here for the public hearing also. All right, so, that's, anyone else? You'll have one more opportunity later on. We'll move on to our standing committee reports. We'll start with Administration and Financial Management. Chairperson Bailey.
Thank you, Mr. President. Administration and Financial Management did meet last week. Our minutes are on file, and we will meet again next Tuesday sometime after 6:30 in the back room.
Thank you, sir. Community Engagement, Chairperson Thomason.
Thank you, President Grant. Community engagement met last week for minutes on file, and we'll meet again sometime to that after 6:30 next week.
All right, thank you. Community Standards and Enforcement, that's Chairperson Rodriguez. He's unable to attend the meeting this evening due to work. That committee did meet last Tuesday. Their minutes are on file. They also have several pieces of legislation coming up this evening under third readings. Brings us to Economic Development, Chairperson report.
Thank you, Mr. President. Economic Development also met last Tuesday. Economic Development Director brought forward that we will be getting a Jimmy John's restaurant pretty soon. That is in the works. Other than that, we're going to begin next week based on kind of numbers starting with that.
All right. Infrastructure Maintenance and Services, Chairperson Gray.
Thank you, Mr. President. Infrastructure and Maintenance Service also met last week. We'll meet again back after 6:30.
Okay, thank you. Public Safety, Chairperson Morrison.
Thank you. Excuse me, thank you, Mr. President. Public safety also met last week on minutes on file, and we will begin this coming Tuesday sometime after 6:30.
Thank you, sir. Parks and Recreation, Chairperson Cantor.
Thank you, Mr. President. Parks and Recreation met last week. I apologize for the voice. I went away, but our minutes on file will meet again next week.
All right, thank you. Those are all the standing committee reports. Moving on to our officials reports, we'll begin with our mayor, Kim Macker.
I talk loud enough anyway. I don't need the microphone. I would just like to say congrats to our auditor, Dan Miller, again. I think what this says is that the city is very responsible over our taxpayer dollars, and we treat your money as if it's our money, and we are very conservative with that. And I just want to say thank you to Dan, and to thank you for council's teamwork on financial planning as well. Thank you, and especially as we go into another budget cycle here very soon. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Our city attorney, Mr. Mike Shannon.
Good evening, Mr. President, members of the council. I actually prepared a treatise on crime and punishment. I would like to share with you that I won't. I have no further comments this evening.
All righty, thank you. Next is our Director of Development and Public Service, Mr. Zach Woodruff.
I have no official report. I did want to, for the residents here, let everyone know that we are obviously in the middle of leaf collection season. To let you all know, we separate the city into two areas with two teams. And we go Maplewood to Hamilton and from Hamilton to Fairway. So a team will start out on Maplewood, work its way east, and then get to Hamilton, we'll turn back and go around Maplewood. It generally takes us 3 weeks to complete that cycle. So if you rake your leaves out to the street, I promise we will be back. We don't, when people call in, we don't necessarily pull off to make special trips over to people's houses as we try to be as efficient as possible. But I promise we will be back as quickly as we can. Traditionally, we keep leafing out until the first part of December, weather permitting. This year we were able to get a lot more brush because the leaves didn't fall as early as they have in the past. So that's our hope, again, with the leaves, is that we'll be able to be out until the first part of December, picking up leaves before any of the white death comes out upon us. So with that, I have nothing else.
Thank you, sir. Next is our auditor, Mr. Ben Miller. I don't know how you can top anything you've already received this evening.
Well, thank you, Mr. President. I would like to say thank you to my staff. They are a large component of also the other departments that actually go in and check the police, the fire, clerk of courts. All these people contribute to the total. Very hard from the treasury, so he has worked hard on keeping us here. The new city treasurer down there, Steve, I hope you go with his shoes. Other than that, I would like to ask for favorable consideration for my ordinances number 394, 96, 104, 105.
All right, thank you. Next, we have our Director of Public Safety, Mr. Chuck Underwood.
Thank you, Mr. President. I have no official reports.
Thank you, sir. The following officials' reports have been filed in the council office. It is, first off, we have the Auditor's Revenue Report for October 2015, the Auditor's Bank Report for October 2015, the Auditor's Statement of Cash Position for October 2015, the Auditor's Expense Report for October 2015, the Treasurer's Investment Report for October 2015, the Treasurer's Fund Reconciliation Report for October 2015, the Treasurer's Activity by Fund Report for October 2015, the Division of Fire Overtime Report for October 2015, and the Mayor's Report to Council for October 2015. Those are all the reports they have this evening. This evening, moving on to communications, petitions, and claims. We do have 2 items listed on the agenda. However, we have received 2 other additional items since it was published. One of them is the first one, is the November 5th, 2015 meeting of the Whitehall Planning Commission. Also, we received the minutes of the October 10th, 2015 meeting of the Whitehall Parks and Recreation Commission. Those are all our communications, petitions, and claims. That brings us to our public hearings for the evening. The first public hearing will be for Ordinance 82, 2015, which is amending the zoning map attached to Chapter 1122 of the 1970 Codified Ordinances of the City of Whitehall, Ohio, and as subsequently amended, allowing a special permit under 1123.12C2 to allow 2 Two Tone LLC to operate a nano brewery at property located at 145 North Hamilton Road, owned by HGI Midwest 2 LLC. I will open that public hearing at this time. So anyone who would like to speak in favor of ordinance 82-2015, please come forward. State your name and address for the record.
Hi, I'm Anthony McKeever, speaking on behalf of Two Tones. Would you like my home address or the address of our business?
Either one. People give both.
Okay, the business address is 145 North Hamilton Road, Whitehall, Ohio. For my home address? Tony Hill. Tony Hill, sorry. I'm part of Two Tone LLC.
And I'm his father, Michael McKeever,
Also part of the
also part of
Got a lot of people.
So tell us why you believe this is something that we should like.
We've been brewing beer for about 6 years now, home brewing competitively. We've done pretty well with it, and we wanted to bring it commercial. I live currently in Reynoldsburg, Ohio. I've also lived on the other side of Whitehall, but I've never lived in Whitehall itself. I've always liked the location, and it's close to home, and it's halfway into the city almost. So we decided to open up our brewery in Whitehall here. We got a property over an industrial park, and we were looking to be able to supply beer to Central Ohio as well as Whitehall for local bars and restaurants.
Do you already have places lined up to be supplying?
Yeah, I have around anywhere from 15 to 20 places I've talked to personally that will be able to take our beer. Probably only 4 of them have tried our beer so far, and they're willing to put it in. A lot of people are pushing for it. I also have a list of about 40 different other bars that I have a good feeling would put it in. We keep seeing all these bars and restaurants open up with 50 plus taps, and they all love to have local beer on tap. So it seems like a very viable market. Everyone seems to be expanding, so we hope to join in on that.
Is this a full-time endeavor or part-time?
This would be part-time for the both of us. We'll keep our day jobs. We'll be working either at night or on the weekends to produce the beer. We'll be brewing primarily on Saturdays to brew the beer once a week for distribution.
So there won't be any employees?
Well, me and him will be employees, and maybe my wife will also be an employee down the road. We hope to have an expansion within 2 years that will allow us to have upwards of 10, 15 jobs that we can bring to the city, and as well as more revenue.
So if this expands into something that's pretty lucrative, is your intention to stay in Whitehall? Where you're getting the start?
Honestly, I'd like to. We don't know exactly where we'd end up. That'd be a couple years down the road. It would be nice. There's a lot of opportunity here. As a gentleman stated earlier, we'd like to. We just kind of have to see what locations pop up will be best suited for a brewery. Currently, we will not have any retail side of business. There won't be any customers at this location. But down the road, we hope to open up a tasting room, maybe even a brew pub or studio.
In the planning commission minutes, it was noted that as a byproduct of the process, there would be exhaust fumes through the ceiling. And I think the numbers right now are 250 barrels you plan to produce. How about in the future, as you increase production, would those fumes increase and thereby be more of a constant odor in that area?
Yes, those fumes would increase. If we were to expand, I would estimate we would be upwards of 1,000 barrels per year. We would probably need a new location. We are in a flex unit now, which allows us to expand to more units. But if we did expand, we would like to have a tasting room where we're currently at. We wouldn't be able to do that. But we would expand to about 1,000 barrels per year, and there would be more odor. If we did that, we would brew 3 times a week. And every time you brew, the smell only is around for about 1 to 2 hours, depending on what style of beer you're brewing. So at max, it would be 2 hours, 3 times a week. You would smell this.
That's kind of what I was getting at.
It's very low. The odors aren't. The odor would be it's a sweet water odor because you mix grains with water to produce the beer. At first, all you do is mix this sugary water substance that they call wort, and then you boil it off, and there's no alcohol in it at this point. So you would be smelling what I call sugar water. What they say is wort. It's just a barley water mix that has sugar in it, kind of like the inside of a milk dud or something.
And then the other thing, simply just in the minutes, you said you had approval from the landlord to ventilate through the ceiling and that you would get a licensed plumber to do that. I would suggest that you don't do that.
Okay.
And you get a licensed HVAC contractor.
Okay.
To do it, not a plumber.
Okay.
Because that would have to be tested,
Absolutely.
and properly done. But I would suggest that maybe down the road, that air handling system in a general truck would be a scrubber that they could evolve into that capability in case the fumes become involved.
Too much. Okay. Absolutely.
You've got down here, you're going to dispose of the ingredients of the health department, being responsible, either recycle or delivery waste as possible. Where would that go?
Currently, our brewing ingredients, which would be hops, barley, and yeast, would be disposed of to a local, Hilliard, Ohio, a local farmer named Roy Hoffman, who owns Hoffman's Florist and Greenhouse. They have like a ranch and a farm. They feed cattle and pigs, and they'll be taking our brewing waste that we use, which would be the grains, the hops, and the yeast, into a tote every week on brew day. They would come in their truck and we'd fill up the tote. They put it in their truck and they would haul it away to their farm to feed to the cattle.
And all that would be stored inside.
They wouldn't be stored because he would come immediately after we're done. We would call him up.
But it would never sit outside.
Never
in
sit
the parking
outside.
lot.
No.
So he would recycle the waste and they would come back.
Yeah.
That would be done probably on Sunday nights, you said.
We'd be brewing Saturday. We would like him to pick it up immediately after brew. It does end up spoiling after a certain amount of time, so he wants to get it to his cattle as soon as possible.
Also, in planning commission minutes, we discussed, when the question was asked about cleaning the kettle, which I know nothing about, but the issue is the caustic waste from doing that process. And I think you suggested that you dilute it.
Correct.
It's referenced even checking pH, but I think parts per million of that caustic chemical. It is the
It's a
issue.
little.
What I would suggest is, I think you're kind of talking about that here, but just for the public, that when you do the task of cleaning the kettle, you capture the byproduct of doing that. Then add water to it to achieve proper parts per million, which is permissible to go down the drain at that point, assuming the EPA, the specs meet the EPA standards.
Absolutely. Well, at first we'll be mixing at a ratio of 3% just to clean the kettle. So we'll be mixing it prior to cleaning at 3%. And then, yes, you collect that liquid at the end of it. It won't be going straight down the sanitary or any drains. And then at that point we can dilute it more and test the pH of it at that point to make sure it's appropriate to go down the drain. It is a cleaning system, so I would think that it would also clean pipes out too. I'd imagine. Right, too.
And I bring these things up simply because they were in planning commission.
Absolutely.
And I just wanted to hear you guys create some dialogue on it.
Yeah, the company that we're getting it from is Chem Station Columbus. They informed us it's a biodegradable product, and all the other breweries put it in their sanitation at a diluted rate. And he said they don't check the pH, but to take extra
should.
Oddly enough, car washes here was the same issue.
Oh. We could. That would be great. Why not, right? Unfortunately, I don't have any awards to give, but maybe one day I'll be able to give you guys some beer or something.
That wouldn't be permissible.
That's right, the state auditor.
Thank you. Thanks for the opportunity.
Mr. President, if I could, development staff has reviewed the application and has met with the applicant. Staff's recommendation is that the city council approve the special permit. Under C2, under special permit, in the I1 district, this is in the I2, this would be permitted under beverage manufacturing. And again, our recommendation is that you approve the special permit.
Is there anyone else who would like to speak in favor of ordinance 82, 2015? At this time, would anyone like to speak in opposition to ordinance 82, 2015? Anyone speaking in opposition of ordinance 82, 2015? And I will close the public hearing on regarding ordinance 82, 2015. We will now, our next public hearing will be for ordinance 83, 2015. It's amending the zoning map attached to chapter 1122 of the 1970 codified ordinances of the city of Whitehall, Ohio, and as subsequently amended, allowing a special permit under 1123.10C10 to allow Tracy Field, DBA, all customers to operate a repair and specialty establishment at property located at 4025A East Main Street, owned by Richard Sheets, and declaring an emergency. I'll open that public hearing at this time. If anyone would like to speak in favor, please step forward, state your name for the record. State your name and address for the record, please.
My name is Tracy Fields. Again, did you want residential or?
And either one you want to do.
Tracy Fields, 4033B East Main Street, Whitehall. And I'm the owner-operator of All in All Customs. We are already established at 4033B East Main Street. We're wanting to expand, to do small minor repairs and just to expand the business and to give the opportunity to other customers to do more in-house products. We're offering to do small dent, scratch repairs on motorcycles. Pretty much that's what our main course is fixing and repairing motorcycles. Instead of only doing cosmetic dress-ups, we'd like to get into a little bit of sanding and repairing and small paint repairs, just to do it for insurance companies and also personal customers.
Okay, so will this, so you're not intending to do mechanical type repairs?
Not in this building, no.
Is that going to the front for the mechanical?
Yes. It's not really listed mechanical. We're doing more cosmetic, fold on, take off, put on, better product. Not really internal mechanical things like that nature. Just more beautifying the product, I should say.
Pretty much all both on.
Correct.
Questions?
Well, thank you. We were featured on ABC6 out and about Columbus. Come here to the shop here in Whitehall, and it's really cool that they did probably about a 3 or 4 minute segment on the whole shop. Yes.
Really what you do is a work of art.
Thank you. Thank you. I take pride in what I do.
That's so handy.
Thank you.
Any more questions, anyone?
Mr. President, development staff has had a chance to review this application as well, and obviously we've met with Tracy. We would recommend that City Council approve this special permit as well. One of the things that Tracy shared with us is that this is going to allow him to maintain his business in Whitehall. If not approved, the idea of having to find a separate location to do this other work, two separate locations, isn't really feasible. And we see this as not only a good fit for the neighborhood to continue what he's doing, but also keep the business in Whitehall. Tracy, along with previous applicant, both of them understand that they will be required to contract with a design professional, an architect or engineer, submit the necessary plans, have them approved, and obviously have licensed contractors with all the appropriate permits to conform the space to meet Ohio building code. And both of them are aware of that. I think both of them have expressed to us they want to ensure that their special permit for zoning was in place prior to engaging with the design professional. So again, we would recommend to the City Council that they approve this special permit.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Is there anyone else who would like to speak in favor of ordinance 83, 2015? At this time, is there anyone who would like to speak in opposition to ordinance 83, 2015? One more time, is there anyone who would like to speak in opposition to ordinance 83, 2015? I will close the public hearing on ordinance 83, 2015, and we will now get ready for our public hearing on 84, 2015. It's amending section 1124.10 titled Whitehall Commercial Overlay District using codified ordinances of the City of Whitehall to clarify the permitting process and prohibit rolling doors, security bars, and or gates, etc. I'll open that public hearing at this time for ordinance 84, 2015. Anyone who would like to speak in favor of ordinance 84, 2015, now is your opportunity. Name and address.
Joe Ryan, what's the address here? 360 South Yearling Road, Whitehall, Ohio, 43213. Evening, Council. I'll be presenting to you this update to our commercial overlay. Again, like we talked about previously, these amendments are to strengthen the intent of this legislation, just to make sure we have good commercial, good development here in Whitehall. So again, the three big things here were, one, the process. So that was not currently spelled out in the overlay, but what we're going to do is, if there is a proposal in the commercial overlay, staff will review the proposal and recommend approval or denial, and then make that choice. And then if applicant is unhappy with that choice, they can bring it to Planning Commission. Secondly, with the rolling doors, bars on the windows, we talked about that at length. Staff believes that this will, by eliminating the ability for business owners to do that, it will create better economic opportunity. This is not for residences. This is not for people who currently have bars on their windows or rolling doors. This is for all future development. We believe that slowly going away from those types of security will create more investment in Whitehall. Third, landscaping. So the original ordinance already calls for that landscaping, but in terms of square feet, to make it easier not only on us but to developers, we're saying landscape islands by parking space, so we can easily count out how many they will need. Parking spaces are inherently kind of ugly in nature. We want to make sure it's good, again, good development, good landscaping, create some shading, create some greenery in this commercial development. So again, those are the three main things that we're changing here in this ordinance, in this overlay.
Questions from the council? Anything else you want to add?
Congratulations to Dan Miller.
Is there anyone else who would like to speak in favor of ordinance 84, 2015? Please come forward, state your name and address for the record.
Yes, Stephen Canetto, 5048 Link Park. I'd like to speak in support because we live in a world of perception. So support for both the elimination or the inclusion of security gates, roll down shutters in the future, and also supported the track of the islands within the parking lots. Again, we live in a world of perception. If we have all these security apparatus in the fronts of our buildings, it creates the perception of an environment that's not secure. And I think the reverse is true. The reverse would be to have an open, positive looking environment that invites people, that those driving down Main Street get a sense that this is a safe neighborhood, and that in itself creates safety. The traffic islands are a beautification of maybe all the beautification you can get in our town. Thank you.
Is there anyone else who would like to speak in favor of ordinance 84, 2015? At this time, is there anyone who would like to speak in opposition to ordinance 84, 2015? Please come forward, state your name and address.
Gerald Dixon, 3877 Donny Street. This isn't really an opposition so much as it is just a comment that I'd like to make. I get the point of the rolling doors, the gates and so forth. I get what you're saying. But I must point out, living in New York City for 11 years, one of the most expensive pieces of real estate in the world is called Manhattan. And it's filled with gates and rolling doors. So the perception there is what? And if they can have them on the most expensive piece of real estate in the world, you know, what exactly is wrong? Or what is the perception of these gates and doors? It's one thing to just say that, but, and I get the point. I get the point of it. But it doesn't mean that it's an exact, specific, definite of things. So, I just had that.
Thank you. Anyone else who would like to speak in opposition to ordinance 84, 2015? I will close the public hearing on ordinance 84, 2015 at this time. And those are all our public hearings for this evening. We will now move to our verification of copies. Mr. Churchman, please call the roll on whether each member of council is given a copy of each item of legislation listed on the agenda prior to the meeting and including any add-on legislation.
Gray.
Yes.
Coniston.
Yes.
Tanner.
Yes.
LaFord.
Yes.
Morrison.
Yes.
Bailey.
Yes.
All right, very good. That brings us to our ordinances and resolutions for the evening. We have, starting off with our third reading ordinances, we have 82, 2015. It's amending the zoning map attached to chapter 1122 of the 1970 codified ordinances in the city of Whitehall, Ohio, and as subsequently amended, allowing a special permit under 1123.12 C2 to allow Two Tone LLC to operate a nano brewery at property located at 145 North Hamilton Road, owned by HGA Midwest 2 LLC.
President, I'd like to introduce ordinance number 82-2015 for adoption.
Second.
The motion by Mr. Cantor, second by Mr. Morrison for introduction and adoption of ordinance 82, 2015. Questions or comments? Mr. Churchman, please call the roll.
Gray.
Yes.
Coniston.
Yes.
Tanner.
Yes.
LaFord.
Yes.
Morrison.
Yes.
Bailey.
Yes.
Ordinance 82, 2015 has been adopted. We move on to ordinance 83, 2015. It's amending the zoning map attached to chapter 1122 of the 1970 codified ordinances of the city of Whitehall, Ohio, and as subsequently amended, allowing a special permit under 1123.10 C10 to allow Tracy Fields, DBA All-in-All Customs, to operate a repair and specialty establishment at property located at 4025A East Main Street, owned by Richard Sheets, and declaring an emergency.
Mr. President, I'd like to introduce ordinance number 83-2015 for its adoption.
Second.
The motion by Mr. Tanner, second by Mr. Morrison, for introduction and adoption of ordinance 83, 2015. Questions or comments? Ms. Churchman, please call the roll.
Gregg,
Yes.
Coniston.
Yes.
Tanner.
Yes.
McCord.
Yes.
Morrison.
Yes.
Bailey.
Yes.
Ordinance 83, 2015 has been adopted. Next, we have ordinance 84, 2015, amending section 1124.10, titled Whitehall Commercial Overlay District, in the codified ordinances of the city of Whitehall to clarify the permitting process and prohibit rolling doors, security bars, and/or gates, etc.
Mr. President, I'd like to introduce ordinance 84-2015 for adoption.
Second.
The motion by Mr. Tanner, second by Mr. Morrison, for introduction and adoption of ordinance 84, 2015. Questions or comments? Ms. Churchman, please call the roll.
Gregg,
Yes.
Coniston.
Yes.
Tanner.
Yes.
McCord.
No.
Morrison.
Yes.
Bailey.
Yes.
Ordinance 84, 2015 has been adopted. Next, we have resolution 28, 2015, authorizing the mayor to enter into an agreement with Local Waste Services to be the sole provider of solid waste, recyclable materials, and yard waste collection services for waste generated by residential units, municipal facilities, and during special events in the city of Whitehall, Ohio, and enter into agreement with Brumty of Ohio Incorporated to provide for the provision of recycling services, including the acceptance of delivery and processing of recyclable materials generated in and collected from residential units, municipal facilities, and during special events.
Mr. President, I wish to introduce Resolution 28, 2015, and move for adoption.
Second?
I have a motion by Mr. Gregg and a second by Ms. Coniston for introduction and adoption of resolution 28, 2015. Questions or comments? Ms. Churchman, please call the roll.
Gregg,
Yes.
Coniston.
Yes.
Tanner.
Yes.
McCord.
Yes.
Morrison.
Yes.
Bailey.
Yes.
Resolution 28, 2015 has been adopted. Those are all the items we have under third reading. Moving on to our second reading items. We have ordinance 86, 2015, making and approving a fund transfer in the amount of $3,006.35 from the fiscal year 2013 JAG grant fund to the general fund and declaring an emergency. That ordinance is being read by title only. It is also the only item we have under second reading. Under first reading, we begin with ordinance 91, 2015, creating chapter 184 entitled Municipal Income Tax and declaring an emergency. That ordinance is being read by title only. Next, we have ordinance 92, 2015, authorizing adoption of the November 2015 replacement schedule to the codified ordinances of the city of Whitehall and declaring an emergency.
Mr. President, I wish to introduce ordinance 92, 2015, and move the suspension of all rules.
Second.
I have a motion by Ms. Coniston, second by Mr. Gregg for the introduction and suspension of all rules on ordinance 92, 2015. Questions or comments? Ms. Churchman, please call the roll.
Gregg,
Yes.
Coniston.
Yes.
Tanner.
Yes.
McCord.
Yes.
Morrison.
Yes.
Bailey.
Yes.
The rules have been suspended on ordinance 92, 2015.
Move to adopt?
Second.
Motion by Ms. Coniston, second by Mr. Gregg for adoption of ordinance 92, 2015. Ms. Churchman, please call the roll.
Gregg,
Yes.
Coniston.
Yes.
Tanner.
Yes.
McCord.
Yes.
Morrison.
Yes.
Bailey.
Yes.
Ordinance 92, 2015 has been adopted. We now move to ordinance 93, 2015, approving and making an appropriation transfer in the amount of $13,500 from the auxiliary uniform allowance account to the special uniform account and and declaring an emergency.
Mr. President, I'd like to introduce ordinance 93, 2015, for suspension of rules.
Second.
Motion by Mr. Bailey, second by Ms. Coniston for introduction and suspension of all rules on ordinance 93, 2015. Questions or comments? Ms. Turner, please call the roll.
Gregg,
Yes.
Coniston,
Yes.
Tanner,
Yes.
LaFors,
Yes.
Morrison,
Yes.
Bailey.
Yes.
The rules have been suspended on ordinance 93, 2015.
And move to adopt.
Second.
Motion by Mr. Bailey, second by Mr. Gray. Trying to get right fully in there. For adoption of ordinance 93, 2015, and I will call for it. So, Ms. Churchman, please call the roll.
Gregg,
Yes.
Coniston,
Yes.
Tanner,
Yes.
LaFors,
Yes.
Morrison,
Yes.
Bailey.
Yes.
Ordinance. Now you did throw it. Ordinance 93, 2015 has been adopted. All right, moving on, we have ordinance 94, 2015, approving and making a fund transfer in the amount of $51,000 from the capital improvement account to the Franklin County Infrastructure Bank Fund, making an appropriation of $51,000 from the Franklin County Infrastructure Bank Fund to the North Hamilton Road account and declaring an emergency.
I'm really glad you're here tonight to get you out of town early.
Correct.
I didn't read all of it. Mr. President, I'd like to introduce ordinance 94, 2015, move for suspension of rules.
Second.
A motion by Mr. Bailey and a second by Mr. Gregg for introduction and suspension of rules on ordinance 94, 2015. Questions or comments? Ms. Churchman, please call the roll.
Gregg,
Yes.
Coniston,
Yes.
Tanner,
Yes.
LaFors,
Yes.
Morrison,
Yes.
Bailey.
Yes.
The rules have been suspended on ordinance 94, 2015.
I'll move to adopt.
Second.
Motion by Mr. Bailey, second by Mr. Gregg for adoption of ordinance 94, 2015. Ms. Churchman, please call the roll.
Gregg,
Yes.
Coniston,
Yes.
Tanner,
Yes.
LaFors,
Yes.
Morrison,
Yes.
Bailey.
Yes.
Ordinance 94, 2015 has been adopted. Next, we have ordinance 95, 2015, making and approving a fund transfer in the amount of $100,000 from the transfer expense account to the street maintenance and repair fund and declaring an emergency. That ordinance is being read by title only. Next is ordinance 96, 2015. It's approving and making a supplemental appropriation in the amount of $90,000 from unappropriated monies in the general fund 101 to the income tax refunds expense account and declaring an emergency.
Mr. President, I'd like to introduce ordinance 96, 2015, move for suspension of rules.
Second.
A motion by Mr. Bailey, a second by Mr. Morrison for introduction and suspension of rules on ordinance 96, 2015. Questions? Comments? Ms. Churchman, please call the roll.
Gregg,
Yes.
Coniston,
Yes.
Tanner,
Yes.
LaFors,
Yes.
Morrison,
Yes.
Bailey.
Yes.
Ordinance 96, 2015 has been adopted. I'm sorry, the rules have been suspended.
And I will move to adopt.
Second.
I have a motion by Mr. Bailey, a second by Mr. Morrison for adoption of ordinance 96, 2015. Ms. Churchman, please call the roll.
Gregg,
Yes.
Coniston,
Yes.
Tanner,
Yes.
LaFors,
Yes.
Morrison,
Yes.
Bailey.
Yes.
Ordinance 96, 2015 has been adopted. Moving on, we have ordinance 97, 2015. It's amending various sections of chapter 135 of the administrative code and declaring an emergency. That ordinance is being read by title only. Next is ordinance 98, 2015, amending the zoning map attached to chapter 1122 of the 1970 codified ordinances of the city of Whitehall, Ohio, and as subsequently amended, allowing Whitehall LLC DBA Jimmy John's to operate a special permit under section 1123.10C1 to allow a drive-in window and drive-through facilities on land located at 4354 East Broad Street, owned by Plaza Properties, Plaza International Properties. We're going to refer that to the Planning Commission, and we'll also set a public hearing for this ordinance on December 15, 2015. Our next ordinance is 99, 2015, making appropriation for current general fund expenses, street expenses, and state highway materials expenses during the period from January 1, 2016 to December 31, 2016 in the total sum of $29,040,028.03 and declaring an emergency. That ordinance is being read by title only. Next is ordinance 100/2015, making an appropriation for certain special revenue, internal service, and fiduciary, you know what I mean. For the calendar year, normally I can say it, right now I can't. For the calendar year 2016 in a total sum of $16,097,035.12 and declaring an emergency. Is that right? Questions? All right, that's being read by title only. Next is ordinance 101, 2015. It's declaring the improvement to certain parcels along Etna Road in the city to be a public purpose and exempt from taxation, providing for the collection and deposit of service payments and specifying the purposes for which those service payments may be expended and authorizing school compensation payments. That ordinance is being read by title only. Next is ordinance 102, 2015, declaring the improvement to certain parcels of real property within the Air South development area to be a public purpose and exempt from taxation, providing for the collection and deposit of service payments and specifying the purposes for which those service payments may be extended. That ordinance is being read by title only, and I must say, I do appreciate the comments and stuff in here. Instead of having run-on sentences that we had in that last one.
And both of those are clear statutes.
That's also being read by title only. Moving on, we have ordinance 103, 2015, declaring the improvement to certain parcels for the Creative Palette Project to be a public purpose and exempt from taxation, providing for the collection and deposit of service payments and specifying the purposes for which those service payments may be expended and authorizing school compensation payments. That ordinance is being read by title only. Next is ordinance 104/2015, authorizing the distribution of a portion of the total service payments attributable to each TIF to the affected vocational school district from the tax increment financing fund in the amount equal to 100% of the property tax payment the vocational school district would have received of $76,017.76 and declaring an emergency.
President, I move this ordinance 104, 2015, move for suspension of the rules.
Second?
Motion by Mr. Bailey, and second by Ms. LaCourt for the introduction and suspension of rules on ordinance 104, 2015. Questions or comments? Ms. Churchman, please call the roll.
Gray.
Yes.
Coniston.
Yes.
Tanner.
Yes.
Lepore.
Yes.
Morrison.
Yes.
Bailey.
Yes.
The rules have been suspended on ordinance 104, 2015.
Move to adopt.
Second?
The motion by Mr. Bailey, second by Ms. LaPorte for adoption of ordinance 104, 2015. Ms. Churchman, please call the roll.
Gray.
Yes.
Coniston.
Yes.
Tanner.
Yes.
LaPorte.
Yes.
Morrison.
Yes.
Bailey.
Yes.
Ordinance 104, 2015 has been adopted. Next, we have ordinance 105, 2015. It's approving and making an appropriation transfer in the amount of $13,758.07 from the ammo supplies account to the new equipment account and declaring an emergency.
President, this is introduced ordinance 105, 2015, and move to suspension of the rules.
Second.
So a motion by Mr. Morrison, a second by Mr. Bailey for introduction and suspension of all the rules on ordinance 105, 2015. Questions or comments? Ms. Churchman, please call the roll.
Gray.
Yes.
Coniston.
Yes.
Tanner.
Yes.
LaPorte.
Yes.
Morrison.
Yes.
Bailey.
Yes.
Rules have been suspended on ordinance 105, 2015.
Move to adopt.
Second.
Motion by Mr. Morrison, second by Mr. Bailey for adoption of ordinance 105, 2015. Ms. Churchman, please call the roll.
Gray.
Yes.
Coniston.
Yes.
Tanner.
Yes.
LaPorte.
Yes.
Morrison.
Yes.
Bailey.
Yes.
Ordinance 105, 2015 has been adopted. Those are all the ordinances we have under first reading. Under resolutions, we have Resolution 30, 2015, authorizing the mayor to enter into an economic development grant agreement with Plaza International Properties to provide funds to offset costs associated with renovations necessary to secure a new tenant at 4354 East Broad Street. That resolution is being read by title only. Next is Resolution 31, 2015, authorizing the mayor to enter into an agreement with E.P. Ferris and Associates for design and engineering and engineer services for the citywide traffic signal interconnect project and declaring an emergency. That resolution is being read by title only. Next is Resolution 32, 2015, authorizing the mayor to enter into a payroll incentive grant agreement with 3B Mechanical Heating and Cooling to relocate their operations to 4040 East Main Street, Whitehall, Ohio. That resolution is being read by title only. It is also the last piece of legislation we have for the evening, and that brings us to our second opportunity for poll public. If anyone would like to come forward and address council, you will have up to 3 minutes. Your last opportunity for the evening. Please state your name and address for the record, and remember the rules that I stated at the first poll public.
I suspect Gerald Dixon, Ms. Churchman probably knows my address by heart, but yet it's 3877 Dover Street. Two things. First of all, and of course it's too late, but I remembered a specific business in Manhattan that has rolling gates, Tiffany's. Second of all, an election just happened, and I wanted to take this opportunity in front of everybody gathered here to say congratulations to Mr. Bailey, Ms. Coniston, and Mr. Campbell for winning your seats. Thank you.
All right, would anyone else like to come forward at this time for poll public? All right, I'll close poll public. We'll move to our community day report. We'll begin with Kim.
Okay, Thanksgiving's coming up next week. I want to wish everybody a happy Thanksgiving in advance, and for all you veterans out there, the Legion will be having a Thanksgiving dinner at 2 p.m. on Thanksgiving Day, free for veterans, and then the following day, on Friday the 27th, the VFW will have a lunch for veterans from 3 to 5. So just wanted to let everyone know that, and pass it along to friends, family members, and neighbors. December 1st, right here, 6 o'clock, we're going to be having our lighting outside. As usual, the band will be here, the WCCA will be here giving out treats, Sammy treats, and so we're looking forward to that. I can't believe it's almost December. December 14th through 17th is the WCC Holiday Light Judging. Make sure your lights are on as it gets dark, which is about 4:30 these days. And December 19th from 9 to 11 is breakfast with State at Edward Elementary. So lots of fun kid holiday events coming up.
Anyone else have anything for community input?
Yes, the swearing in of the newly elected officials will be on the 28th of December, 7 o'clock at Whitehall Community Park. Everyone's invited.
Who else has something for community input?
I do this Friday night, 20th, we have the Ohio basketball preview at the high school. There'll be 20 teams there, so we're really winning teams throughout the state and also from Michigan. It starts at 6 p.m. If you want to get a quick look at our varsity, they actually go off at 9:30. We'll be held in the new gym, in the Rush Drake gym. And then the following day, on the 21st, we have a pancake breakfast, also as a high school event that our boys basketball team goes from 7:30 till 11. It's $5 and it's at the high school.
I did actually forget when I did, I apologize. This Friday, Whitehall has quite an honor. This Friday, the Whitehall Yearling will be hosting they will be the only live stream location for the TEDx Columbus event that's taking place down at the Capitol Theater downtown. And because the city and the schools have formed a relationship with the woman who is organizing TEDx Columbus, she's assisting us with a project. She asked that they show off the beautifully new renovated theater at the high school, and so that will be the only live stream location in Columbus for this sold out event. Food trucks there and probably some other goodies. So that's from 1 to, the whole event goes from 1 to 6. But people can come and go as they please.
Who else has something? Move on now to full council. Begin with Mr. Gray.
Thank you, Mr. President. Just want to thank you all for coming and have a happy Thanksgiving.
I'd like to thank everybody also. There was a meeting of staff that was held last week, and I think Deputy Becker reminded me of it. It was such a nice meeting because so many citizens came out, so many people voiced so many different ideas and opinions, and I think that that's what I like about this group the most, is the sharing of that. And then basically I saw afterwards on social media, I saw a lot of people sharing some of the things that they had learned there, and I think that that's great, that we all get together and be able to do things like that. Thank you all for coming, and see you next time.
Thank you, Mr. President. I also would like to thank everybody for coming and getting back what Karen said. It was a really good meeting, and staff at the library, more people should get involved. It's actually, we have 2 meetings now, and maybe 12 people, about 30 people. We do need a much bigger room. Congratulations to you and your staff. Again, outstanding job. It's an honor to work with you and your staff. Thank you so much. Everybody have a really nice Thanksgiving.
Thank you. I really have no comments this evening. Thank you everybody for coming. Have a great Thanksgiving. Stephanie, we really appreciate what you and Zach are doing. Definitely finds part of the radar in our community right now, and every little bit helps. As we kind of heard of other people getting involved, so it does mean a lot to our police department. So other than that, have a great Thanksgiving and see everybody in 2 weeks.
Mr. Moore.
Thank you, Mr. President. I also want to thank everyone for coming.
Mr. Bailey.
Thank you, Mr. President. Also like to thank everybody for coming out tonight. Dan, definitely, congratulations and thank you. Appreciate all the hard work that you and your staff do. And some needs to recognize over and over and over ways to show you how efficient you folks really are. With Stephen, I want to thank him for his comments. I agree with both issues he discussed. Nano Brewery, I think they got an extra
official business coming before us, I would then therefore entertain a motion for adjournment. Motion by Mr. Bailey, second by Ms. LaPorte for adjournment. Ms. Churchman, please call the roll.
Gray,
Yes.
Coniston.
Yes.
Tanner,
Yes.
LaPorte,
Yes.
Morrison.
Yes.
Bill.
Yes.
We are adjourned. Please come back to our next meeting.
Got the water treatment, right? Sound like 3 o'clock now. Stay away from the door. I found from personal experience, lines don't work.
Oh, okay.
I like cookies.
All righty. I gotta take that.
They're good. Okay, hey, Dave. When I graduated high school, I couldn't get two jobs.